So, welcome to TTV. We are live here at the Temple of Justice. We are in conversation with Clifford Payne.
All right. So, welcome, members of the media industry. We are here in the courtyards at the Temple of Justice. I remember yesterday there was a trending video involving my client, Pastor Clifford Payne, the Simple Beach area, where it was alleged that he had gone there to bribe DA officers. That was his couple that was between them until we had to know the actual story. And he was arrested, taken to the LDEA office where he made statements. So today we have decided to have this conference because we are here. Though the investigations are yet ongoing, but the LDEA only charged him for obstruction of justice. That's what he obstructed instead of the bribe as being stated out there. So Pastor is right here. So you just call your name and then the question of the media. Yeah.
Yes, please. Good morning to everybody. I am Dr. Clifford Payne. It's a pleasure to speak to you this morning.
So welcome to the Spoon TV Arab Media Institution. You were last here at the grounds of the Temple of Justice. Yesterday there was video circulating on the internet that linked you to some alleged bribe and we are going to the LDEA to have some family members released who were involved in some entrance and traded. Can you give us an insight and details of what occurred at the office?
Thank you so much. So firstly, the LDEA didn't charge me for bribery. I was charged for obstruction of justice. So this on Monday, upon hearing the news that this suspect in question, who is a family member and was taken to the court, I went there in my capacity as a family member, not in any capacity related or within ties with the office of the vice president, neither the office of the second lady. I went there in connection as a family member. So when I got there, he has already been taken in custody of the court, and I was right outside. And upon hearing some unverified news that some members of the DEA were in the habit of collecting bribes and even requesting for additional payments, as a family member, I decided to confront the commander and to ask, to inquire whether the statement was true. It was true that the scaffold unfolded.
Who is this family member? What's the name of the family member? What the situation was like?
So this family member in question is a suspect of drugs, and he is an extended family member to me. Joel Sewa.
So, when was he caught? What was he caught with? And what the situation was like before your intervention?
So, according to the DEA, he's a suspect of drugs. Yeah.
Just what can I just be caught with?
No, I can't speak to that because.
So
Okay, and the DEA said that you went point forward to one of the soft branch.
Yeah, so upon hearing the information, he's a family member. I never went there in the capacity as a member of the office of the vice president. I went there in the capacity as a family member trying to identify with a family member. When I got there, I went there to identify with him and to allow the law take its full course.
So what happened there when you went point forward?
you got implicated.
Nothing happened there, absolutely nothing. I just
No discussion,
no, not at all. I just went there to identify with him.
Okay.
And left identify. It was on Monday that I confronted the DEA commander upon hearing unverified information that some members of the DEA were collecting bribes on this issue. But knowing fully well that bribe or drugs issue is non-billable. So upon that, confronting with the unverified information, that was how the scuffle unfolded.
So what really happened yesterday before they start to bounce on you?
So basically, when I asked the question to know whether just to inquire, it was when the DEA commander asked members of the DEA to arrest me. So in that process, I tried to a bit distance myself from the media. Then they forcefully, took ID cards and took other stuff from me and tried to handcuff me. So it was in the process of getting me handcuffed that I tried to resist, and it went on media with misinformation.
So which one of the ID card they arrested?
So when they took ID card from me now, that was when they realized that I'm a member in office of the vice president. That was how they started rolling down the information. But the office of the vice president has no connection to this. I never went there in the capacity in connection with the office of the vice president. I went there to identify with the family member. Thank you.
So that you were grabbing the LDEA officer to release your relative as a fact of that.
So basically, that was just misinformation from members of the press. Like I said earlier, the LDEA has charged me with obstruction of justice and not bribery.
How did you obstruct the justice? For example, Pastor Payne, Melvin is a reporter for Spoon. If I go to a police station or whatever institutions to have some interventions, where in quote unquote that officers of that area will want to link me to my position quickly, or what do they see you in doing? Because you would just jump in my mind, quote unquote, that you got involved in the.
When I decided to inquire.
Inquire on what?
Inquired from the commander as to whether it is true that members of the DEA were collecting bribes and acting.
Who were they collecting from, your family or who?
No, I overheard that from people who were around, so I decided to confront the DEA, as a young man.
Okay, so gentlemen of the press, thank you so much for your question. Like Melvin said, the incident was just as simple, and he had gone there very furious, emotionally charged about a family friend being incarcerated on the issue of drug. The incident occurred on Friday. It started on Friday. He was arrested on Friday. On Saturday, Melvin visited with his family, allowing the DA to go on with their investigation. In fact, after church, Melvin also went there. So the DA officers are familiar with Melvin. So he had to allow these investigations. Let me say sorry, Pastor Payne. He had to allow these investigations to go on. So it was on Monday now when he heard that he heard from somebody that, they are just keeping this man here not because of drug, but they want money. In fact, they got money from somebody, one additional one. That how can he feel that this thing was not about it? If it is billable, if it is non-billable, why would somebody be accepting bribe? That was the inquiry that really took in there. And that was the basis of the whole thing. But again, like we said, you guys can check with the LDEA. The charges are clear on the issue of obstruction. And we have not been able to determine, in fact, the LDEA have not been able to establish as to whether or not he was obstructing, because he doesn't have the capacity to obstruct or whatever it is.
As a chief for bribery and alleged bribery to obstruction?
The alleged bribery did not even come from the LDEA. Okay. The bribery aspect you heard about is a commentary in the back in the video from the poster or maybe the commentator now stating that poster allegedly he came to bribe, but he had gone raising the issue of bribe. I think that is where the information was now misunderstood as he doing the bribe. So that was not the case. So this is where we are. But he took his statement. They took his statement yesterday, and we are waiting for further investigation. And,
when do we expect him? Will they fall in the court? What's the update?
It depends. But for all indications, we told the LDA yesterday that the information, like he said, it was unverified. In fact, he had to apologize for making statement and apparently appear and in a way that indicting the LDEA, I think it settles, or even if they were carrying the court to say, oh yeah, they say no. But then that's the basis for which they carry.
So email that statement. Email that statement.
Which statement? Yeah, he just said to you that unverified. So for the fact that it's even unverified, it indicates that it was not really substantiated. So he had to talk to the LDEA about that. But I think the crux of this whole thing is about him being a pastor, and despite him being a pastor, working with the in the office of the vice president, not directly the vice president himself, but the wife who supervised or superintends the group of 77. Yeah, so that's where he works, a media relation officer. So he had left from work. In fact, he had gone to work. Yeah, and then he heard this call and how he left from work. You saw he kind of attire, well dressed for job, and how he went there. His ID card was later on seen by these LDA officers, and they begin to ask him, let's see his ID card, because somebody has already gotten it. He didn't go even displaying his ID card to have even intimidated them. No. Why in the scuffle, one of the officers got his ID card and said, yo, he has an ID card. Let's see what the ID card is. When they saw the ID card, and when they say, oh, he's from the vice president office, then the commentator picked it up, say, oh, somebody from the vice president office has come to solicit bribe. That's exactly what it is. I don't think anything, there's nothing other than that. But we look forward to seeing that the information will be clear straight, and what it is, the vice president does not. In fact, the vice president does not even know the individual in question. The only relationship relating to this guy is he's a family friend to him, and that's just all that took him. Anybody will do what fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. So that was the fellow that was involved in the just arrest yesterday, Pastor Clifford Payne, that were involved in the church yesterday. So thank you for watching. This is DTV Online.